What is going on, everyone? Riddict here, and welcome to Off the Shelf Airguns. Today I wanted to talk about some targets and target ideas, things like that, so that we can go ahead and get you out there and start shooting. Weather's changing, springtime, time to get outside and get some fresh air. One thing I'm going to say right off the bat is if you got a new air gun and it came with a scope and you got to get it sighted in, first thing you're going to want to do, and you don't have to go too fancy, but first thing you're going to want to do is get yourself a good target stand. You can find, this is one by Allen, you can find these at Dunham Sports, and you can find this online as well. But this sticks down in the ground and your little posts that come out, and then you can mount this to it and mount your targets to sight in with right to that. Targets such as, you know, target like this. Now these are those targets where when the ammo makes impact it makes a little splatter so you know where it hit. I really like these. But you don't have to use those. You don't have to use those. You can easily go on the internet, find a target, and print yourself out a target. You do not have to sit here and spend a bunch of money on fancy targets, but I'm just showing you your options. Of course you can go and just buy target stuff, right? So if we're going to do that, you can find things like this. It's a metal stand that holds balloons and targets and clay targets. Clay targets aren't just for the shotguns, folks. You can definitely use them for air guns. You can get like a metal stand. You can even make your own little stand out of wood or metal, whatever you want to do, and get like clothespins. Like this kit comes with these, but you can get like clothespins, and then you can attach the clay target to this onto that and line up a set of clay targets to shoot and all that good stuff. So, and a box of clay targets isn't all that much. You're talking about $7-8, and you get 100 of them or more. So, well worth that. And another option, if you're buying targets, you can always go with some traditional airgun targets, like this Crosman spinning target set, which does come with extra stickers for the target. But yeah, there's a classic Crosman spinner target. Of course, every time you hit one, it should spin around if you're using a higher power air rifle or air pistol. Mostly rifle. Pistols won't really spin these around too much. So there's that. Next thing is, if you have any old circular saw blades laying around and they're beat and they're done for, and you're going to get rid of them, don't get rid of them. Don't get rid of them yet. Hit them with the old fluorescent orange paint. Get yourself some wire, like hanging wire, anything like that, or old coat hanger wire, something, and then hang them on your target stand, or hang them in a tree, provided you don't have any like neighbors that are behind you. You don't want to be shooting at their house, obviously. And we'll talk about backstops and things like this down the road. Obviously I have like miles of woods behind me, so I'm not too worried about a backstop, but we will talk about that. But don't throw those circular saw blades away. Get yourself some fluorescent paint, spray them up, hang them up, and you got yourself a ping ping plinker right there, man. There you go. And then also, you drink pop, you drink beer, anything like that in an aluminum can, don't throw those away either. You can always hit them up with the old fluorescent paint as well and hang those on your target stand or however you want to hang them. And then that's another idea. So, of course you have the, as far as buying targets, of course you have the Daisy Shatter Blast, which is basically mini clay targets, which we have, I have some, and they have these little stands and stuff, and they're neat, but they're kind of pricey. You know, I'm going to be straight up honest with you. They're cool, but they're pricey. Honestly, you're better off just buying a box of regular traditional clay targets. And you're going to have way more for your money there than buying those Shatter Blasts. The Shatter Blasts are cool. And they're small, and they basically shatter right away with an air gun. But the clay targets are going to be the better bang for your buck. Sometimes they don't shatter right away because you just get a hole through the center, but that just means you got more shots to take, man. Boom, boom, boom. Shoot them until they blow up, right? So, those are a few target ideas. Hopefully it helps you think about what to do and things like this. If you're buying targets, this is only $10 at Walmart. You can find this at Walmart, $10. Not bad at all. And it's really all you need to get going. So if you're not trying to make your own targets right now, you just want something to grab off the shelf and get on the way, $10, Crossman spinning targets. And of course you can always buy, like I said, I do recommend it though, buy yourself a target stand for paper targets so you can get your gun sighted in before you really go to town. Very important to get it sighted in. And make sure you're sighting it in at the distance you're pretty much always going to shoot it at. So if you're shooting at a 25-yard target, you're going to want to sight it in at that. Same with 10 yards. I know there's people watching this like, really? No kidding, man. It's like, dude, the video is not for you. It's for people that are just getting into this. They're just learning. So calm down. I hear you. But, yeah, get yourself a good target stand. Get yourself some paper targets. Print out some paper targets. You don't even have to get a target stand if you don't want to. You can figure out a way to set up a thing to tape a target to, make a backstop out of cardboard, things like that. Big old boxes or something. And just simply tape a paper target, you print it out on the internet, and that'll get you out there, sighting in your gun and shooting and getting outside instead of being cooped up all the time. And I mean, Lord knows we've been cooped up more than we've wanted to be these last couple years. So I think it's time to get outside and get some fresh air. With that said, I'll catch you all down the road.